Hey everybody, welcome to the Debriefed for episode 5 of the Guild Hall.
Everyone saw him trying
where
to
we
swing.
debunk what has happened and what has conspired in the balls and halls and
Murder for all, baby.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Debrief episode 6.
We did it.
So what do you guys think about Lance?
No.
Lance?
I said what do you... Yeah, the spell.
I think you would lose this fight without Lance.
Yeah. I need the homies to get to me. I get free actions when they walk towards
I know, but if I lance them, then that takes away their whole turn, and then that gives us more turns.
Yeah.
So,
I like it.
you get what I'm saying? Because, like, especially with the way that we're doing initiative, which I really like, it allows us to kind of, like, tactically, like, okay, this guy already went, so he's not a threat, so we need to focus this guy and hopefully either take his turn away, so that way it kind of reduces turns and shit.
Also, Dovin, I would like to, with the rest of my turn, move away further.
Sure. Yeah.
Is
You're
that
gonna
allowed?
leave the gem?
Because I like move like
Yeah.
I already
3
took
squares,
pictures of the
so
battle
I can freaking
map.
walk over here.
You're gonna leave the gem?
Can I grab it as a free action?
Yeah, object interaction.
Yeah.
That's how that works.
Step on
Okay,
it
well
on the way
then,
up.
next time, I will
The
go
diamond.
and I will grab it home.
No, you can use your object interaction.
Q,
Why don't
Q?
you just move right there?
Cool.
Because we're not sure.
Yeah, it didn't happen.
So Lance was good? Lance was good.
Yes.
Dovin, can it stay?
Yeah, I think it's fine.
There you go.
It means I can do harder combats and get away with
And
it.
everything is on me to stay alive and
Yeah.
repeatedly Lance.
Pretty much.
Means I can get away with it if you have more busted spells, so I can get away with stronger
You're saying that
feeling
I need
stuff.
to
Yeah.
crack open the book.
You
again
need it.
and
There's
find
some
more.
insane
I need more
spells
purple
in there.
juice at the moment.
You have the 2 books back there. You can take those with you. The deep magics and
Is
like,
there purple juice
you
in them?
want to take one? I'll
No,
take one.
the
and
purple
then
juice
we'll
I
trade.
came up with.
Dip my
You-
bullets in there.
You're gonna have to go figure that out.
I'm gonna get that.
But currently there's no
I
purple
need the
juice
purple
around,
juice.
so
How many more charges of my purple
No, but
juice do I have
you're
in my
gonna
little
get. You know
vial?
what you're gonna get?
I think you
You're gonna
used
get
it already.
No, I just dipped it.
We're gonna get cool spells.
There's
You're gonna
not
get
a
cool
lot left
magic
in it.
items and shit. That's
I
gonna
hope
make
so.
your
I hope
day.
I get my purple juice. We didn't fight the goblins, and I
Sugar
lost all of
We
the
should've never
Clash
fought
of
the
Clans elixir.
We're gonna get.
Ugh.
Say what I was gonna say.
Say it.
Sugar water purple.
Sugar Water, Men in Black 1 reference. Oh, I didn't make a reference this episode.
There you go.
Oh, that makes me so sad.
No references?
No, not a single one. Not a single one. Look into the camera and point and say reference.
That's
your
what
calling
it
card. You
That's-
failed.
That's what I'm saying.
You've
dude.
lost
That's
your-
how they know it's me, just in case I
Exactly.
get replaced by a scroll.
Well, you didn't say it, so actually.
Actually.
So.
Are you saving Bardics for combat stuff, or
Yeah, because I think her echo stuff
are they
uses
good
Bardic
for
instead.
RP things too?
I mean, yeah, they can be, but they're more useful since I already have
In
high
combat.
rolls for persuasion, performance, and all of that.
True.
It's way easier if I save it for stuff like.
We are failing these look around checks, team.
I don't think we could have looked around for this.
No, just in general, like how many
good.
times did we fail looking for something?
Yeah.
Like
We got
7
shit.
times.
We got like magical book shit and
I
stuff.
mean, you guys got 2 nat 20s,
Yeah.
so there was like
At the
not.
very beginning.
Not much.
Wasn't it like the very first roll? or the
Well, you
second
2
roll?
guys got good perception to know stuff. He would have
What
heard
is
the
your
clinking
perception?
too, but he was out in a
+2.
different
Okay.
room
Or +3.
That's good.
with books and stuff. Yeah.
So how'd you design this combat, Dovin?
Yeah, what was the philosophy?
It's not over.
Combat
yet.
was
You can
combat
ask
was
It's inspiration and
It's
stuff.
leftover
whatever.
from a different.
well the goblins were gonna be combat, and we said no goblins. I'm like, okay, so I wasn't gonna do combat again for a minute because I didn't have anything else planned, so I was gonna be like, no combat. And then I got home and I was like, there's some plot stuff I want to reveal though to make this not a whole waste of a session. So I had the idea for this combat. And so this what I was originally gonna do when I was like last week, I was like, yeah, I'll shoehorn in some combat. I was gonna say like goblins snuck in the city and they're crashing the party, which would have been funny, but there's not
No
any
plot.
any
I like
actual
the plot. I
tangible
like the
plot
plot.
there. So
Yeah.
I had the idea for plot, and so then I said, yes, we'll do
Well,
combat.
plot's good.
Yeah.
That's what we
So
like.
I said, yeah, we'll do combat. These creatures were taken from a like our home campaign.
Yeah,
I don't know
yeah,
if you
that's right.
recognize
Yeah,
it.
yeah, I do recognize
But you
that.
recognized it.
Oh,
You
yeah,
recognized it. It was
totally.
taken
Awesome.
from a home campaign.
That's right.
Yeah.
Same with a lot of
That one.
some of
I
this
really
kind of
enjoyed that
stuff.
one.
Right. I know.
Yeah, and there's some mystery surrounding what you've learned to be renowned.
Are we going
and
to see
some
more
things like
combat?
that.
And if so, are we going to get some miniatures? Is that going to be in the?
Yeah, we'll get
in the
minis
pipeline?
probably at some point. I don't know when we're gonna do combat next. There is more
Next session.
combats planned in the plot, but yeah, there's combat next session, and then it'll probably be a few before we have combat again, just because
It's up to you. I mean, it's your game.
it wouldn't make sense unless I
Ready for
find a way
level
to
8?
again shoehorn it
Level
in.
8?
But
Yeah. jump ship. Like,
I mean, we could jump right to level 5. I like level 5.
I'd be down.
I was thinking
Yeah.
8.
Again, I don't.
If you want.
You might get level 5, but it would probably be after the
End
final
of the,
act
at the end of the
of this. So the arc ends either if we go the amount of weeks leading up to summer, and the arc ends,
Summer break.
or if you guys figure out the plot and story before that, you'll get level 5 at the end of this plot line.
The end of
basically.
this combat.
Not this combat. This plot line.
This pole.
Once
I
you
see.
kill one
Technically.
more of these monsters.
So it's XP based, yeah.
Milestone. That's why it's. When you guys don't do anything, it's hard to give you guys levels.
So do we have like what's your like any magnum opuses left? Any tricks up their sleeve? I'm pretty low on spell slots
I'm
already.
out of my big stuff.
Yeah,
I can just
I mean,
keep doing my
I still
stuff
have my
kinda
cool
forever.
sword.
and we don't
but,
and yeah,
I have 2 more.
we have no healing at all, right? Fucking that's killer.
No.
Do we have any healing potions or anything? Nothing.
Can I use my second wind to heal her potentially?
No,
Homebrew
that's not how that
perhaps?
works. No.
No, because
That's
they're-
just-
Well,
that's
she's just gonna die.
that's
She's
just
gonna die
not-
in this game.
we can, no,
How
I
that
am-
works.
She'll
You
get
can
stabilized.
do a
She'll get
medicine check to
stabilized.
stabilize someone.
Yeah.
Like that's a
or she roll.
that's a
initiative.
D&D
there is-
mechanic.
but
But
there
you have
is-
to be out of combat to do that.
No, you don't.
No.
You use your action and
You
help
use your action
stabilize
kind
people.
of to try to stabilize someone.
But there is a fighter subclass that allows you to use your second one on other people. So because it
I'm okay.
exists in a different class, then you can't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do you guys agree with that sentiment?
I agree with that.
You can't go outside the bounds of something because then it makes something else not
Yeah,
have any
I
value.
feel like though if you're not using it, then who cares?
No, but then
Not in a benefit to me, but in a benefit to all. If it's
Nah.
not, if no one's using it
think
in the
so.
game, then who cares?
because then it takes away the value of choice.
But not if no one else is using it.
You
Like
do-
you're not undermining anyone
But you
else in the game.
Yeah, but the point is like, oh, I could take lockpick, or I could take fucking mage hand. It's like,
What
well,
if we just combine them?
yeah, it's like, oh, well, I'll take mage hand, and it's like, oh, can I use mage hand to lockpick? It's like, no, because you didn't pick lockpick. But then if you're like, oh,
yeah,
well,
but
it
if you're
doesn't
not
matter.
running someone who does lockpick,
I know,
who
but then
cares?
then what's the point of picking anything then?
Well, you originally picked the mage hand. It was your choice.
Mason.
It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
Well,
That's a very common D&D
As long as you're
argument.
not
It is.
undermining somebody else actively. To
I'm on
table,
Mason's
then
side.
You can do whatever
Thank
you
you.
want.
yeah.
Who was all on my side? Raise your hands. Let's just get a little
Maybe
affirmation
let's
going
maybe
on.
let's not.
But that is a
Um,
take I've heard that before.
Yeah.
Well,
Fiona, what do you think of today's session?
yeah,
You've been
yeah.
quiet
You've
this
been
entire
dead.
time.
You've been dead.
Isaac-
Punch in, zoom in on you
Zoom
guys,
in,
the quiet
enhance.
ones.
What'd you guys do when
Enhance?
Tina was in the bathroom?
Oh,
Oh, dude,
we did some crazy shit.
you don't know because we drew it on your face. I actually
Oh.
used my spell slot, slept you, then
Oh.
we drew all over your face.
You broke into the bathroom.
Yeah.
It was
Obviously.
triple bolted, just like her office.
The public restroom was
Yeah.
triple bolted. What is
Yeah.
this, a fucking mafia movie?
Yeah, for people.
Yeah, and there
people
was
by their ties, you know.
And there was a bartender inside
Yeah.
too, like
Inside the bar?
inside. He was like giving out drinks inside the bar
Dude,
and inside
that's
the bathroom.
efficient, bro.
Dang.
Fucking reduce, boom.
You can order a drink.
Order.
on
Let
the-
me get
on
a
the-
beer.
On the
Let me
loo.
drain the snake.
Yeah, they
get
got like a
beer.
little menu that you like tapping selections while you wait.
Dude,
It's a
customer
all you can eat
service
sushi
is-
roll place where they just
Oh
have
my
the
God.
plates and the
The
alcohol
conveyor
just
belt?
comes with the conveyor belt. You know, choo-choo
what
train
what you
around
guys
the
what did you
bathroom.
guys think? Did you like the ball? You like the ball
That's Fiona.
theme?
Yes.
You
it is
You like the
very
creatures?
I
You
did
like
like the ball.
the setting?
I
things
like
like
this
that.
session a lot.
quite
fun.
fun.
Yeah.
All these good.
I am enjoying having the old creatures back and stuff. It is very fun. I
Very
like that. I'm a
reminiscent.
little stressed right now, but
Yeah.
you know, it's okay.
Yeah, you might die, but like
I might, but
a
it's
lot of us
okay.
might.
creatures are cool.
Did you fail your save or did you
I
pass?
think,
The first
yeah.
one.
First
I
one,
think,
she
I
failed.
think across all of us, we have like maybe 30 health.
Okay.
I will say these monsters like are not doing great.
But this is the first
One's
of
doing
two-
okay,
two-
but
Two
We'll probably
different
get
waves, yeah.
maybe like a minute.
there's like the smaller
Between
minions
the
that aren't
rounds.
like here because tracking that many is just annoying.
Mhm.
Well,
So-
it's pretty easy with the initiative system, which I really enjoy.
Are you gonna bring your second character to next week?
Yeah, well, I need to talk to them about it, but yeah.
So
There's
sad.
characters.
Don't
So
chance
we have to
you-
draw another portrait.
Yeah.
But I do.
You
do
might
No,
like-
have
I have a second character idea just in case. So.
Everyone is supposed to have second characters
I wanna draw
already,
more
so I
portraits.
can kill you guys.
If
yeah,
you die,
no,
I'll kill you.
I have a
So,
second
but when
character. So.
when we
When
run
someone
like a
dies, I have to-
Saturday game, you'll just make like 5 portraits. And be
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah. Because I have a heads
But
up
one-
on that. I don't have a heads up on this. If you fail, if you roll not one next week,
He's like
middle of the game.
he's like you're like on death saving throw. She's like drawing. He's like okay,
Well, you
Oh my
died, I think.
I have
think
like
it'd
at
be
least a week
integrated
ahead
in
of
session.
time for everything else.
Is that how backup characters work? Is that they just get reintegrated instantly and
Not
maybe
instantly.
you
Wait,
get the
I
rest of
try to
the
do
session
within
dead?
the session.
Oh, okay.
So you're
up
not
for
like
5
out for
hours.
too long,
Okay, so
because
Then you get back in there.
then just really content dies at that point.
Right on.
Because we have only a cast of 4,
I will
so
say I'm about half power right now. Let's call that.
I think I'm like maybe
Maybe slightly less than half power.
maybe
but half
2/5.
I think you guys can take out what's happening here.
I think so too as well.
power. Oh, easy.
The other half is much easier because they're like the minion like bug thingy.
Okay.
It's still deadly, but especially because you're gonna be weaker now. But they're not nearly as hard at all.
Alright.
We'll see, and there might be like other stuff that happens, things like that, because they are off kind of like killing the crowd actively. So
I will
Yeah.
start popping.
Yeah. You still got some more tricks up your sleeve.
I
I'm
mean, I
confident.
just have those 3.
What? But you do a
Those
lot
three-
of damage.
I have those 3 superiority things. I only have 2 dice left. So
We up.
cool.
1 second wind, 2 superiority die. About half HP.
All right. Well, with that, that's been this episode of DeBriefed, the show after the show. We'll see you guys next week for another session of our Celestial campaign.